landmark, the iconic BT Tower, where very shortly we'll discover who plays who from the Premier League leaders Chelsea to Sutton United. Just 105 places between them. Thank you very much for joining us this evening, and wherever in the world you're watching this, whoever you're rooting for, very best of luck with the draw for you this evening. It's always a special evening, isn't it, an FA Cup draw, and of course you can't do this sort of thing on your own. So I brought some friends. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Not bad, but it's getting late. Right, keep your eyes peeled, gentlemen. You could be playing each other in the next round of the Cup.
We've already had a row.
Yeah, they've already had a row. That's nice, isn't it? The spirit of the FA Cup is alive and well. And I've got a couple of men who know what it takes to do rather well in this competition. Good evening, nice to see you. Michael Owen and Martin Keown. And look, Michael, we've all scored the winning goal in an FA Cup final in our back garden. You've done it in the real thing. Incredible.
It was an amazing day, Jake. If I could live one day again, all my life, this would have been it. It was just from start to finish, just the most amazing day to come back from the dead, really, and to score a couple of goals was the stuff of dreams.
And you've brought your mum with you tonight. Mrs. Owen's here, and she said it was her greatest day as well. How nice is that? There he is lifting the cup, which I suppose begs the question, where was the defending, Martin?
Well, I'd gone up for a corner. I think Mr. Wenger was blaming me for doing that, but listen, Tony Adams, Lee Dixon, ageing defenders. This fella he was unstoppable on the day, let's just say that.
Yeah, he was, but I'd like to see you blaming your teammates already. But look, it's not all been bad for you, this competition. Obviously, that was heartbreaking, but you've won it 3 times. It's the kind of, you told me earlier, it's the FA Cup that inspired you to get into football.
Without doubt, 74, I watched it, dreamed about playing in the final. I was very lucky to win it. I was in some good teams, though. You saw the likes of Henry there. This one here with Vieira and Seaman. It's great players, great days, great memories. And the FA Cup was, I was very lucky to have won it 3 times.
Absolutely. Well, it's lovely to see you both here this evening. Let's have a quick word about your old teams. We were covering Liverpool against Plymouth yesterday, and Jurgen Klopp's already said he's going to play the kids again in the replay. And Plymouth aren't going to make it easy, you know.
Well, they didn't make it easy at Anfield, and they're certainly not going to make it easy at Home Park. And I still fancy Liverpool, but it's a great result for Plymouth, and it's what this FA Cup is all about. You know, smaller clubs playing against the big boys, taking so many fans to the big stadiums, and obviously they've got the just rewards.
Absolutely. And Arsenal through against Preston, but again, it wasn't easy. What's going on with Arsenal, starting slowly at the moment?
They are. Premier League away record certainly is not what it should be, but you can't dispute Arsene Wenger's record in this competition. He's won it 6 times now. Would you back against him winning it again this year? So no. They could be strong favourites, Arsenal. OK, well, those are the big boys, but no pressure. Make sure you give a decent draw to the 2 non-league sides who are left in the competition, Lincoln and Sutton. All eyes are on you two, and all eyes are on these numbers as well. So let's just show you a few of the key numbers then this evening ahead of the draw. Number 1 is indeed non-league Lincoln or Ipswich Town after that thrilling 2-2 draw at Portman Road. Manchester United, the holders, are ball number 3. All the West Country eyes are going to be on ball number 17. Cambridge United or Leeds, they play tonight. That's ball number 23. And ball 30 will certainly get a cheer in Sutton when it emerges. That's AFC Wimbledon or Sutton United, who go to a replay as well. Here we go then, gentlemen. Time for the draw for the 4th round of the FA Cup. Make sure every single ball comes out of that bag and goes into that pot, please, Michael. Otherwise, we've got trouble.
It's the hard bit done. OK,
right, Michael. Home teams for you, away teams for Martin. Let's begin the draw.
Let's go. Number 26.
Number 26, the first ball out, Tottenham Hotspur, who haven't reached the final since they won it back in 1991.
Number 18.
And they play Wycombe Wanderers, who are in great form, unbeaten in their last 12 matches. Decent draw, though, that for Spurs, but a big day out for the Wycombe fans. They'll be travelling in their numbers.
Number 15.
Yeah. Number 15, Derby County, who've lost just one of their last 12 matches in all competitions, have a home tie against...
Number 16.
Number 16, Leicester City, the Premier League champions, the short hop across to Derby. What a great draw that one is.
Number 32.
Number 32, that's Oxford United, who've reached the 4th round for consecutive seasons, and they are at home to...
Number 12.
Number 12, Newcastle United or Birmingham City. That's your local club, Martin, Oxford, so they get a good prize in the next round.
Number 30.
Number 30, AFC Wimbledon or Sutton United, who are going to go to a replay. So, Sutton, the lowest ranked side left in the competition, will play...
Number 23.
Cambridge United or Leeds United, who play this evening.
Yes. It's number 17.
Number 17,
guesses who that
Plymouth
is.
Argyle or Liverpool will get a home draw against.
Number 22.
Number 22, Wolverhampton Wanderers, who progressed past the third round for the first time since 2011. So Liverpool at home again if they win against Plymouth in the replay.
Number 29.
Number 29, that's Southampton or Norwich City, who drew at Carrow Road and went to a replay.
Number 20.
And they play Arsenal, who haven't lost in the fourth round since 2010. So Arsenal away from home on the south coast or out east at Norwich.
Number 1.
Number 1, Lincoln or Ipswich. After that thrilling draw, who do they get?
Number 9.
Brighton and Hove Albion will be the reward for Lincoln or Ipswich after their replay.
Number 13.
Number 13 is Chelsea, who've reached the fourth round for 19 consecutive seasons. The Premier League leaders play.
Number 27.
Number 27, Brentford, who've reached the fourth round for the second time since 2006. And that's a tough draw, that, for Brentford. A London derby there.
Number 3.
Number 3, Manchester United at home again in the fourth round of the Cup, just as they were when they demolished Reading at the weekend.
Number 11.
They play Wigan Athletic, who won at home for the first time since September on the weekend.
Number 7.
Number 7 is Millwall. Great result for them at the weekend. They reached the semi-final back in 2013. They're at home too.
Number 19.
Watford, who reached the semi-final last season, so Millwall up against Watford.
Number 2.
Number 2 is Rochdale. They won their last 6 matches in all competitions.
Number 25.
And their reward is 25. Huddersfield Town, unbeaten in their last 8 matches in all competitions as well.
Number 5.
Number 5 is Burnley or Sunderland. They're on a replay against.
Number 24.
Number 24, another replay, Fleetwood Town or Bristol City.
Number 6.
Number 6 is Blackburn Rovers. All right, you've come out. Here we go. Who have you got in the next round?
Number 10.
Blackburn play Barnsley or Blackpool. He's nodding his head. He's happy with that. Our Blackburn fans happy with that.
Number 21.
Number 21 is Fulham. They had a victory against Cardiff. That was their first in their last 8 FA Cup matches.
Number 4.
Fulham will play Hull, who won against Swansea and needed that win as well at the weekend, didn't they? So, Manchester City, of course, still remain. They've yet to be drawn.
Number 14.
And number 14 is Middlesbrough. They scored 3 goals from 4 shots on target against Sheffield Wednesday at the weekend. And Borough are at home too.
Number 31.
31 is Accrington Stanley. Middlesbrough play Accrington Stanley at home in the fourth round. So, Manchester City, home or away? Let's find out.
Away. 28.
28 is Crystal Palace or Bolton, who drew against,
Number 8.
which is indeed Manchester City. So there you go. Pep's team are the very last side to be drawn in the fourth round draw. Gentlemen, thank you very much. I think you're both probably rather happy with that. Our Blackburn and Arsenal fans, yeah, they're nodding their heads. All right. Thank you very much for your company this evening. Gentlemen, thank you for your hard work. It's one of those things where it can either all go wrong, but it went perfectly well this evening. So well done. And these times will be played the weekend of the 27th to the 30th of January. So there you go. The draw for the fourth round of the FA Cup done and dusted. Whoever you drew, enjoy your match and very best of luck. Well, there we go then, boys. You made us wait, didn't you, for Manchester City? Let's go through a few of these. First of all, Martin, you live in Oxford, home to Newcastle or Birmingham. They'll fancy their chances, I reckon.
Well, that's a magnificent draw, isn't it? For Oxford are re-emerging, really, as a football club. So, yeah, I don't think Newcastle will relish going there, but it'll be a full house and great to see that sort of occasion coming back to the ground.
Absolutely, and look at that reward for Saints or Norwich. Norwich did that at home to Arsenal. Surefire defeat. Chelsea against Brentford, London derby, Michael?
Yes, the London derby. Chelsea will fancy their chances against anyone at home, I would have thought, at the minute, the way they're playing. So, and Conte seems to be playing a reasonably strong side in this competition as well. Obviously he rested a few players, but still a strong side, so it's a good draw.
And you look at that AFC Wimbledon against Sutton. Look, I suppose the key thing for Sutton, if they go through against AFC Wimbledon, the lowest ranked side left in the competition, they're at home. And, you know, it would be a big day if they got Leeds. They may well fancy their chances against Cambridge. It's not bad for Sutton, you know, Martin, that.
Well, of course. I mean, they're just any kind of home draw if they get through is good for them. So have a sneaking suspicion that Leeds might do very well in this competition this year. So yeah, it'll probably be them.
Yeah, Wigan haven't been to Old Trafford for a while. They'll enjoy that, and I'm sure Jose will be happy with you giving him a home game, Michael.
Yeah, and Warren Joyce, new manager of Wigan, so he was the reserve team manager for many years at Manchester United. So he'll look forward to that game as well. But another Northwest sort of derby, sort of.
Yeah. And Accrington Stanley, they get a Premier League game. They go to Borough.
Brilliant, isn't it? Just to see that happening.
Yeah.
Middlesbrough against having a decent season, so a good day out for Accrington Stanley.
Yeah, well done Accrington Stanley. They're right towards the bottom in League Two, so they'll be chuffed with that. Right, guys, thank you ever so much. And it's now time for us to hand you back from the Tower over to Cambridge. Hey, what do you reckon for tonight? Cambridge against Leeds. It's like a proper cup tie, this, isn't it? Who do you fancy?
Tight little ground, but Leeds, they're looking really good at the moment. I just feel Leeds will do it.
Doing well under Gary Monk, but hey, you know, you travel to Cambridge, they'll give you a test.
That's right, one of my dad's old teams, Cambridge, but I think Leeds will be too strong for them tonight.
Brilliant. Right, guys, thank you very much. Once again, thank you very much for being here this evening. Give yourselves a cheer. Easiest job of the night for that lot. Right, enjoy the ties and enjoy the game this evening. Right now, though, Darryl, over to you.